Hi everybody, give me just a sec. I am just getting everything rigged up here. For better or for worse. I'm gonna stream a little Powerwash Simulator because I take long breaks from this game and then I come back to it. I'm like, why haven't I played this for a while? Because I really like it. We're working on this. I think this is the temple or the church. We're not very far into it, but we're gonna work on it. See if I can knock it out. Get us a new level, maybe. You're still annoyed that Power Simulator 2 won't work on your PC. What's wrong with... Is it not loading, or is it just... not... I'm sorry that happened, Ronma. That is annoying. Also, hello. Graphics card? Oh, yeah. See, that's why I didn't like the fact that they did a Powerwash Sim 2. The game worked. It was fine. And now it's like, it feels like they've added a new complication to it, you know? Like, I praised this game so many times because I liked their way of dealing with DLC and stuff. Your PC is decade-old Dell XPS. You can't remember if it has a graphics processor. Plus, it's Windows 10. Yeah, not to do it. Not to do it. That's another thing with games where it's like everyone's making games for like the most like high level software and hardware. It's like, dang, you understand that like some people are using old stuff. Anywho, the monks were gone and we had a freakish twister. Ooh, yeah. Cursed thing scooped up all the freshly laid manure from the farms and deposited it all over their temple. This is manure? Ew. This is just what you needed after the non-existent Lupin movie. Yeah. I feel dirty after watching that movie. For those who weren't in the watch party, we watched a Lupin movie. It was terrible. I was angry. So we're gonna do some Powerwash Sim because I don't like the last thing of the day to be a negative experience. Because then I wake up the next day and I'm like, grumpy, I'm mad. Yesterday was bad. It taints your whole day, especially for a Monday. You don't want to like start your Monday off being like, I'm grumpy. Supposedly there's an achievement for cleaning the gnome on top of the roof. I killed him. I got no achievement though. Ooh yeah, we're the ones of, ooh yeah, two kinds of fun, wrapped up and rolled into one. Ooh, they got originality, living with a split personality. Cleaning everything in the whole universe. Well, something's finally clean. Here's to physically move the gnome and leave it on the roof tower, then finish the level with it there. Oh, okay. That sounds complicated. It does make life a lot easier for stuff like this when you have like a long range cleaner. Because before you get that, you're just kind of like, I legitimately can't reach this shit. Hi, Atomic. Atomic is here to try to save her streak. At least the compatible games, but price in fact is that they'll probably get it and sit there and not be used 99% of the time. Getting a Steam Deck to play Steam Library when you have been forced to disassemble your room. Well, Ranma, you know, I hope that things improve. I'm sorry you're going through difficulties. I know it can be frustrating. I've got my Switch, my capture card, and I sat on that for probably like 6 months. Can you imagine how those monks would have felt if they returned to their temple completely caked in cow excrement? Probably not very good. I mean, for anyone, you'd see that as a sign. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're like, when you have the shared space problem and you're constantly forced out of part of your living space. Hi, Atomic. No, you're fine, Ranma. Atomic, I literally said hello to you when you got here. Good night, Atomic. I am mad at Atomic for recommending a stinky movie. I spent $20 on it. Like, I'll let Atomic recommend a movie. Absolute awful. The worst movie I've seen in 2026. Go to bed, Atomic. With the wuzzles. Ooh, yeah. See, where this one's gonna drive me berserk is like getting all the little bits and bobs of stuff that I'm missing. That's where it's gonna make me want to tear my skin off, because it's gonna be like there's gonna be a little crumb of dirt at some angle. Your room is literally the biggest bedroom after the master bedroom, so whenever your sister and her husband sleep over for the weekend holidays, you semi-disassemble your room to make room for the giant air mattress and sleep in your sister's room. Well, I mean, that's nice of you to make room. That's nice of you. That's a nice thing. I never really liked being a house guest. I don't like being in like going over to my friend's house to hang out and like watch a movie is not what I consider, you know, being a house guest. But like when people are like, oh, you should come over and stay, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll be uncomfortable the whole time I'm there because I always worry I'm like underfoot. And if somebody was like, oh, I'll move my stuff, I'm like, nah, man, I legitimately, it's nice and you don't have a choice. Well, that's fair. It's nice of you to do it without making it unpleasant for them. Could make it a big thing each time that you have to do it. How the heck do I get, like, over there, though? Like, am I crazy? I'm sure I'm gonna have to get on the roof at some point. I'm stuck. Living with the split personality. It's a case of you can say no all you want, but we still be forced out by with your collection thrown willy-nilly. So they carefully put it away if it breaks, or you create big friction. Yeah. One of the reasons I live alone. I don't have to deal with anyone's business. One of the nice things about living alone, you don't have to deal with anyone coming in and being like, you have to move your shit. Nope. Okay, cool. So I use these ladders to get up here. Ah! No! Brother, help me! Long live. Goddamn. Okay, cool. I'm up here now. I don't think I need the long one. Not for this part, anyway. Ooh, yeah. Two kinds of fun, wrapped up and rolled into one. Ooh, we got originality, living with a split personality. With the Wuzzles. For those wondering, yes, I am singing the Wuzzles theme song. It is my current vocal fixation. With the Wuzzles. Ooh, yeah. With the Wuzzles. Ooh, yeah. Two kinds of fun. Wrapped up and rolled into one. Alright, let me see here. Oh. You'd love to own a 2-bedroom bathroom with showers, full kitchen, living room, guest bedroom, third bedroom that you'll turn into a collection display room, and a building room, backlog room, room with a washer dryer. Well, I hope you get to do that, Ranma. I really do think everybody should get to, like, occupy a space that makes them happy. Clean all that up. once we got the long gun out, this wasn't as bad. I was struggling with this last time, I think. It's not that bad once you have the long gun. You haven't looked. It's just a dream place that if I know exists. It's definitely not within your local area and definitely not something you can afford right now. That's okay. So I thought, get the whole thing cleaned off, say the Twist tree gave the temple some kind of sacred hose down instead. Rather than it got hosed down with duty. Yeah, I agree. I had a roommate for a while. He lost his place, and I was like, dude, just come live with me. And there was one time, I very, very, very rarely go out of town. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna be out of town for a couple days. Just, like, he had lived here for a while, so he kind of, like, knew how everything worked, like, where everything was. And I was like, hey, while I'm gone, can you just, like, not have people over? Because I feel weird about, like, random people. He wasn't paying rent, just so we're clear. I was like, hey, can you just, like, not have random people over while I'm gone? Insurance is a thing. If something happens, I'm responsible for it. And he was like, yeah, sure. And I came back. The house is trashed. He's absolutely had a bunch of people over. And I'm just like, dude. And that was kind of the end of me wanting to deal with roommates. Because, like, it's just, like, people just always push their luck with that shit. We got originality, even with the split personality. Oop. I fell. You know what's weird? I could probably finish Powerwash Simulator, and that's a weird thought. Because I've been playing this game for a long, long time. But I mean, now that there's a new game out, there's like a finite amount of content, you know? Clean all that. Clean all of that off. See what I mean? Just when you think you got it all clean, then you hit the magic show me the dirt button, and it's like, nope, not even close. Yeah, there you go. I want to get on the ladder. I guess I need the other ladder so I can get up to the high roof. Right? Yep. These monks really need to make it easier to get up. Like, I would be like, hell no, I ain't climbing up there. That seems, like, dangerous as anything, man. No, thank you. No. Green and orange sprays are the best. I like my yellow. It works for what I want it to do.
So you notice that one of the hooded figures is a little shorter.
I cast Vicious Mockery. Nat 20, let's go.
You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you.
Short!
Everybody says, fucking short that guy.
I wondered how long it would take people to find that, and they literally found it the first time I streamed with it, so that was not a long wait to bring that back. Nobody likes you. Why did Beetleborgs play? Okay, that did play. It just took a while. The important thing is, it played. Just took a minute. Soundlord just struggling a little bit there.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Got off that. Okay, I'm gonna get out our long gun again. You know, this is probably not the most effective way I could be doing this, but that's okay. Yeah, got your ass. To say the skate park level was brutal with how much surface you had to clean up till that point. Yeah, the skate park one was rough. That was rough. That was a rough one to make it through. We did it, though. We got through the skate park. Bit by bit. Bit by bit. Inch by inch. Nice. Alright, what am I missing on you? Window. Miss your window. What am I missing on you? Don't know what I was missing on you, but I got it. Don't know what I was missing on you, but it's clean now. Oh shit, I fell. Alright. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Da 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 da. I am really glad there is not fall damage in this game. I'm glad there's not a health bar or any of that. It would ruin the game. It would be like, dude, I don't want to play that. That's not what I want to play. I want to play a chill little silly hee hee hoo ha. We're coming along. We're getting down to it. Getting down to it. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Ooh, wow, that was a lot of dings. Thank you for the dings. See, this one just has a lot of weird angles, because they've got all these, like, little half roofs and stuff. Get all of that. Get all of that. All right. Time to lock in and start getting some of this stuff actually factually done now. Good. Okay, so it's not dirty. Good to know. There we go. Actually, can I? Thank you. That's a helpful angle you've given me. Thank you. Then go back up here. And then clean all of this. See? Now it'll be clean forever. Until it isn't. At which point it will be unclean. I keep getting notifications from TikTok that's like, you can now go live on TikTok. I'm like, I'm good. Thank you. I have no desire to do that, but thank you. Big bad Beetleborg. Big bad Beetleborg. Ba 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 ba. Okay. That was just me falling because I'm a dummy. See? Percy can, like, just barely hear the dings from where he's sitting next to me. So every once in a while when I get a ding, I see him, like, look up at me like, what the hell was that? He's, like, sitting next to me in his little cat hammock, like, he hears the ding, and he's like, the hell was that noise? For anyone wondering, for Resident Evil, like the first one that I'm playing, I want to get some of the other Resident Evil VODs out, because I have, like, all of 2 to post, and all the other stuff, which is why there's no Resident Evil on the schedule right now. I'm just maybe, like, I'll just come back to that in, like, April. Like, you know, not long in April, probably, like, not this week, but next week. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. We like it. We like to see it. Alright, let me see here. Okay, I'm still missing a shit ton of stuff. We're at 95% though, so that's good. Like, once you get to, like, the high 90s, it's like, okay, this is mostly just cleanup now. Getting the stuff that has, like, a weird angle to it. See what I mean? Like, some stuff in here just has, like... Because it's, like, everything is kind of, like, recessed and... has weird little spots like that. Okay, I can definitely use my longer gun here. The less time I spend climbing ladders, the happier I will be. nice. Yes. Come on, give me that ding. Ding, 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 ding. Come on. You know you want to give me another ding soon. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. There's a ding around here somewhere. I can sense it. It never gives you credit. Ah. Okay, we're at 97%. That's pretty high. Pretty high. Like, once you get to where you're at, like, you know, like, when we got to the other one, it's like, oh, man, now it's just, like, finding all the little bits of dirt that, like, have weird, like that. That's a really odd angle. And then just stuff that you flat out miss, like this. My temple is festooned in cow duty. Help! That would be awful. Just come home, your whole house is just like literally covered in cow shit. Nobody wants, unless you're like the god of cow shit, I guess. Then maybe you'd be like, oh, this is great. But most people are not the god of cow shit. I need my ladder. I think we need a better angle on some of this dirt now. And I think I have, oh no I haven't, because I have the big, I have this thing. So I can always get back up there. I just have to kind of maneuver it a little bit. Alright. Let's get up here. See, again, just a weird angle for some of the dirt that you miss in these games. I like going up real high so I can see everything. Like all of that. Wait, is this my long cannon? Okay, let's see if I can make this jump. Nope. I'm gonna have to move it over to this side. So I can get to the roof where I left my other ladders. But on the way up, we can clean this other stuff. See? It's kind of satisfying when you realize how small each little glob of dirt is, too. Because it's like, we're at 98%. And you look at the stuff that's missing and you're like, oh man, I messed up a lot. And it's like, no, you didn't. Looks like we made it. 99%. Okay. Now we are cooking with gas. Burger King foot lettuce. There you go. Okay, I should be... See, here's the thing. I thought I could make that jump, but I guess I wasn't. I think there's something above me. This is the most useful this device has been, by the way, in a very long time. Usually I don't like the big junction ladder, but every once in a while it really comes in handy. Not always. It's not always handy, but like every once in a while it's real handy. Okay, cool. Oh shit. I'm stuck. Got that. Got that. Okay, we're to 99% now, but I know there's like some big bits that I'm missing, so... There you go. I don't know if I actually saw dirt there, if it was illusory dirt, but I ain't taking any chances. I ain't taking any chances on illusory dirt. See what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that'll drive you nuts. Alright, let's grab this. So I think what I'm going to do is do one more pass with this, and then I'll start using the thing that tells me where the dirt actually is. Because by that point, I think we'll have it pretty close to perfect. Like right now, I feel like if someone came back, they'd be like, "Oh, it looks very clean," and then they'd like take out the rubber glove and be like, "Ah, but you've missed this dirt," and you'd be like, "Really, dude? Your house is literally caked in shit till I got here, and now you want to give me a hard time." But then again, like they say, anything worth doing is worth doing right. So just trying to get as much of this as I can. See, again, that's what I'm talking about. You see, like, there's like that little bit of dirt like there, but there's like 3 angles of roof to get to it, where it's like, how did I miss that? And it's like, oh yeah, no, there's a lot of weirdly angled rooftops between us and that. No wonder I missed that. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the very, very high roof, because I know that there's probably some dirt up there that I didn't get. And then we will use the little directional tool that will tell me, like, there's dirt here, there's dirt here, there's dirt here. There's a lot of things that they did add to this. I don't know if they added them. There's a lot of things they put in this game that made it very reasonable and fun to play. Like the tool that tells you, like, there's dirt here. Because if there wasn't that, you know people would be like, I don't see the dirt. I don't see what I'm supposed to be cleaning. I've been on this level for 7 hours, and I have no goddamn clue. And then they give up. Okay, I don't think. Oh. Okay. There's that dirt. Okay, good. I'm just checking for... Okay, so the figurehead part that's dirty is probably the mouths. Because if this mouth is dirty, that mouth is 100% dirty. So let's take a quick... The ladder is so wonky here. Yeah. It's the friggin' figurehead mouth. So let's just deal with that problem. There you go. Alright. So that's dirty, for sure. See? Once you find it, it's so much easier. It's when you have no idea and you're just like, I don't know what's dirty. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Once you know what you're looking for, though, it isn't that bad. A lot of things in life are like that, honestly, I found. Like when you have no idea what the problem is that you're trying to fix. It's so much. It feels like a lot harder to fix a problem. But once you kind of know what you're trying to fix, it doesn't feel insurmountable anymore. We are at 99%. We are so close to finishing this. I'm just doing like one little, am I missing anything super obvious pass? Oh, there's some stuff that I just flat out missed. Let's see. Barge boards, buttresses, eaves, roofs, walls. That wall is dirty. Is it? Okay. If you say so. It's your wall, dude. If you say it's dirty, then I will figure out where the dirt is, and we will deal with that problem. The only thing that like bugs me with this is when you get stuck on seemingly nothing because it's colliding, the geography is colliding with something that you can't see. That wearies after some hours. For this dirt, like there is no, and there it is. There it was. Again, weird angles. Weird goddamn angle dirt is the worst. Wait. Okay, which wall? I thought that was the wall that was dirty. Am I crazy? Alright, barge boards. I'll bet they're dirty behind. Okay. I bet they're dirty behind. Yeah, there's the dirt. Okay, 6 of 7. I need my longer gun, but not like the super long gun for this. Alright, we got walls and buttresses. So we got... Well, I actually did most of this without using the pointer, so that's pretty cool. I'm just trying to see what it's highlighting now. Ah. Oh, you're just highlighting like the whole side and you're counting that as the buttress? Okay. You've seen like how little the dirt they'll count is. Sometimes they'll be like, here's this tiny grain of dirt. Okay, so that means the only thing left is a wall that I didn't clean. I hope it's not that same wall. did get an achievement. In the temple, ensure the gnome is on the tower. So you do get an achievement for that. So Ranma, you were correct. You do get an achievement. It didn't load in my ladders, but that's okay. Hey, we did it. Which means the only... This can't be the last job in the game, is it? The treehouse? Nah, I'm sure there's more. There's gotta be more. I will keep playing away. So right now for Menu Monday, the two games that have been voted for are Darkest Dungeon and Powerwash Simulator. That poll is up on YouTube. I am still alternating the polls between Discord and YouTube, because I am. So do with that what you will. I hear you, pigeons. You little pigeons. You little pidge. You little pigeons. Oh, wow. What do you want to bet that, like, just the underside of this deck probably accounts for, like, 10% of this whole map? Like, look how big it is. I'll bet just the underside of this deck is probably, like, 10% by itself. What were we at before? Like 72%? So, like, if I get to 82%, I'll know I was right. $76. Let's go, let's go. Come on, give me the 77. 77. There's 77. I think I was right. I think the underside is a huge chunk of what wasn't done. That got me $5. Hell yeah. $5 whole. Alright. Get in there, clean that up. make me come to the house and power wash you. If you stinky, I'll come to your house. Not really, but, you know. Power wash you. Alright. Missing link fact. Their scent is very much like that of a muskrat, that they seem to crouch right down when marking their territory to appear much smaller than they are. Okay. Oh yeah, they're saying Bigfoot's here, right? They keep saying Bigfoot's out here, and he's like, he's in his treehouse, I guess. Come on out, meet Bigfoot. Bigfoot is probably smelly. I don't want to meet him. He probably needs a power wash. He probably needs a power wash. He's stinky. He smells real bad. Smell bad. He smells like the bog of eternal stench. Alright. Alright, there we go. See, they tricky cut this one, because this one goes to the other side. They were tricky with it. They were tricky with this one, because I can't just kind of stand in one spot and do it. I have to actually go over and do stuff. I can go under this one, though. I want to finish that level. It's bugging me. I want to finish that level. It's bugging me. Alright. Give me the dings. I need them. They must be my dings. There's so much dirt, like, literally everywhere. And I'm focused in on, like, some of the least productive dirt. Like me being like, yes, I must clean everything except the thing that's actually dirty. Okay, the roof is clean. What is this gnome doing over here? How the hell did you get over here? Stinky Joe. How dare you come up here and be stinky? The next Menu Monday will be in April. There is still time to vote. Honestly, you could vote like the day of that, because I do those very, like I make the promos and stuff the day of. So, if you care about voting, and like you can vote for other stuff, you don't have to vote for what I put in the options. You can vote for like any game I'm currently playing. We are doing the Throne Reward stream for Baron. Baron won in December, and I was waiting to see if that game would go on sale that Baron requested. It never did, so I was finally like, I'm just gonna buy it. I was honestly hoping it would go on sale over the holidays or in the spring sale, but it didn't. I was like, well, I've made Baron wait long. I've made Baron wait longer than I should have, honestly. So I apologize to you, Baron, if you're here or you hear that. That's on me. Sometimes I hold off on buying stuff because I'm like, well, if it goes on sale, I don't want to buy it and then be like, well, it was dumb to buy it then. I could have gotten it for like You know, it's like why I don't buy all the Resident Evil games. Because, like, they keep going on sale, and I'm like, oh, I'll just buy a couple. Alright. Yeah, good job, good job. Oh my god, like, I don't have to clean that much of these to get them to be actually clean. That's kind of amazing. Like, if you had to clean every one of these railings, that would drive you berserk, man. If you had to 100% every single board in this place, that is a level of evil. that is a level of vile vileness. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let me see here. Let me just get in here. Tidy all of that up. Get all this. Make it pretty. See what I mean? If you can kind of like cheat the game a little bit and find like good angles, you can save yourself time a little bit here. Which I always I try to come in and like clean like the whole thing, which is not what you should be doing. You should be trying to get it done like, you know, efficiently. I come in and I'm just like, no, I gotta clean it. There we go. We got something. We got the we got the floor. The floor is done. It's just the big spots, you know? If you can get the big spots, then the little spots of the game is like, they got enough of it. Like that. See? It's like, you got it. You're good. I have been streaming for a little bit over an hour. I will come back and we will finish this off next time I do Menu Monday, probably. Will probably be the next time I do. Or, you know, if I do like a little random stream. Thank y'all for being here, Pebbles. I hope you had fun. I have some streams planned this week. We're going to do Baron's reward stream on Tuesday, and on Saturday I will be here with my friend Flara to carry on with our Nuzlocke. I might jump in and do some pop-in streams other days. We have 3 Discord watch parties as usual planned throughout the week. I've been going hard for the BIA Donathon, and you can still donate to that. We're at $285 out of a $500 goal. I focused on it a lot in March because March is Brain Injury Awareness Month. So, you know, it just felt right to kind of focus and lock in on that. We do have rewards like karaoke stream, me playing the Visage, me playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. So that's all stuff that, you know, and for March only, for every $50 we raise, I promised I would do a D&D one-shot in my Discord. We'll keep chipping away at that. And until next time, remember to play more games, hydrate, and be safe. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.